Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here and I just wanted to share some more projects with you. As my regular subscribers and followers know, I belong to a group which is the Mixed Media Craft Emporium on Facebook, and it's a lovely group. I can't speak highly enough of it. There are two main people that support and put down projects for the members of the group, one being Nina and the other being Kyliecoo, and it's a lovely collaboration because in actuality both ladies are very talented, but they do things in very different ways, so it is full of inspiration. Now in front of me I have end of months projects for February, and I'm doing this mainly to show the diversity in the group, and also in the hope that more people will join the group because it is terribly supportive. Everybody is supportive of one another. The level of work within the group is so mixed and we are all there to learn. It's wonderful. So the last project, and the projects are set, or the prompts we'll call them, are set every week with a main theme stated at the beginning of the month. Well, this was Use Up Your Scraps month, and each week there was a new prompt from both Kylie and Nina, and you know, you were then, if you wanted to, encouraged to take part. Well, Nina did a project and share tutorial style of her take on a mixed on an altered matchbox, sorry, not mixed, and it is mixed media, whichever way you look at it. And all it amounted to was finding an empty matchbox at home, using up scraps you had lying around, of which as crafters we have lots, and then putting them to good use in transforming a matchbox. Well, this is what I did, and it really is scraps. I'd been making these little tags, miniature envelopes. The little key here is actually silver, but I just buffed it up a bit to alter the colour. The butterfly here has been lying around for I don't know how many months, years, whatever. The little bits of lace are bits that in total wouldn't have made much of an impact on a larger project, so it seemed right to utilise it. I've always got bits of corrugated card. The good thing being with corrugated card is that it is very forgiving and it doesn't show off any seams or anything like that, and if the seams were visible I've just covered them up with the trim. And then on the drawer of the matchbox I've just put on a little wooden button which serves its purpose very well. And then inside I've made, because I was making these anyway for snippets, I've just popped in these tiny little handmade envelopes from book pages, offcuts of coffee stained papers and things like that, and they just sit in there really nicely. So the overall effect is, I think, one of, although it's all been scraps, a very nice project to finish with, and I have to say it was received very well in the group, so I am absolutely delighted with that. Kyliecoo, on the other hand, decided that she would use up her scraps by making ATC, and as I love to make ATC, it was no hardship to make this nature themed set. It's only the three, using again scraps, bits of paper. This is a tissue styled paper. I can't remember whether it was decoupage or whether it was a named thing. I've had it so long in my stash I couldn't even begin to remember, but it lent itself very nicely. It was scroll work, written work, almost architectural notes and drawings on it, if anybody's seen it. And so what I decided to do was just pop it down on the ATC sized card, a little bit of my favourite paralysed paint, and as I say, there is a series. I think this might be a moth, free to fly, the tail end of a butterfly, the beautiful wings, explore, and then finally 3 little butterflies from one of the Artie Mays digital kits that I had sitting around. And this says shine brightly, and obviously I've put my glitter on it just to make sure that it does. So that concluded January's month. So today, at the beginning of every month, with it being the first of the month and a Sunday, Kyliecoo and Nina have both put up videos, and I'm ashamed to say I only watched Nina's video so far because I was so taken with what she did that I just had to come away and make it. And it's nothing new to the group, although new to me, and I just wondered at how simply Nina put it together. I had to change mine up a bit because I didn't have my mood board large enough to wrap around the whole of this lovely folder bit, so I ended up patchworking it, which has come out quite nicely. And I've actually printed the mood board out onto canvas style paper that occasionally they have for sale in Lidl or Aldi, and I absolutely adore it because you get this wonderful finish. It almost looks, if you see it up close, as though it is a proper canvas to be working on. The back is absolutely plain, and you then just open up and you use a tie to finish it off in whichever way it suits you. And inside, because this month's prompt is to be using up envelopes, are a series of envelopes that then go to make a concertina style folder with 6 little pockets in it for storing whatever you wanted. It's a lovely little project. I had seen Nina show in a previous video but didn't actually see the workings of it, and because this is Nina's prompt for the start of the month, she actually does a lovely tutorial on how to put all of these things together. Very, very simple, very, very effective. I think the hardest bit is actually lining up the 5 envelopes needed to form the pockets, so that they concertina out as you want them to once it's finished. But just look at that, they will hold such a lot of goodness. Great for sending out in happy mail, great for storing perhaps die cuts and things like that you might have kept aside for a special project, and it just fits together like that. So I made 2 from the masterboard that I designed myself, so you know you get a lot of pride value in these projects too, because the mood board is unique to me. We did that for another week in the group, and I've just gone on and made and really loved the whole process. This is identical to the first one, but clearly it's another part of my mood board that I've utilised to decorate the front facing aspect of the folder. And then I thought, I wonder what it would look like with a smaller envelope. So these 2 are 5 by 5, And this one is a lovely little 4x4, and again I've used up papers from Artie Mays that I had lying around to finish up the group, little folder. I found a lovely little brad here that again I've had in my stash for a long time, and you just open it up, and this time I've used white envelopes, but I've inked them on the side, reinforced the tops as Nina suggested with washi tape. And I did make an error. One of the things Nina says in her tutorial is, please, when you select your washi tape, make sure you have enough to do the whole of your envelope group. Well, good, okay, she didn't. And whilst I managed to peel off the side that doesn't really matter, I couldn't get off the inside bit there, but it's delicate, it's a little bit of pinkness, so it doesn't look totally out of the way within the setting that it's in. And again, you still get that magnificent selection of areas and space to put some lovely things in, and I just think it really does make a superb little gift to pass on to someone, to add into Happy Mail, because clearly it is flat. You would leave it to your recipient to fill it up and bulk it up, but what a lovely idea for the start of March. So if you like working with envelopes, if this has sparked your interest at all, you can see how diverse the group is, how many different things we get to play with over the course of a month. Do go along to the group. I will endeavour to leave a link underneath the video, and all remains for me to say is thank you very much as always for sharing this time with me. I hope you feel inspired, and happy crafting everyone. Take care. Bye bye for now.